Okay. Hi everybody, welcome back to Baking with Anique. Today we're doing a holiday special of baking Christmas cookies. I'm joined by my friend Janet here. Janet, what are we going to be doing today?
Well, today we're going to have so much fun, and we're baking some German sour cream sugar cookies that were a recipe from my great-grandmother. And in order to optimize the usage of all of our ingredients, and we're making two different cookies today because the sugar cookie only takes egg yolks, and so we picked a recipe that only takes egg whites, which are these lovely coconut macaroons. So come with us, we're going to head over to the mixer and get going. Okay, so now we're getting ready to bake. First things first. First, take off all your jewelry. You're making dough, so you do not want to get your rings all crowded up with dough. Plus, it's really not sanitary handling the dough with your rings. Second, you want to make sure that you've read your recipe at least twice and you've assembled everything you need to complete your recipe. Don't get started and then have to run to the store for extra flour or eggs.
Not that that's happened before.
Also, make sure you have the proper tools. If you're measuring dry ingredients, which we did here, then you want to use stainless steel measuring cups for dry measures. That's what these are. Then for liquid measure, although we're not really using any liquid today, you would use a Pyrex type glass measuring cup. Also, you want to have accurate measuring spoons, not the plastic variety, and a whisk is handy for aerating the flour. Okay, let's get going. Ready?
Yes.
Okay, so first you're gonna separate the egg. Do you
Okay.
want to do that?
No, you can take the lead on that one.
Okay.
We don't want to.
So in order to separate an egg, make sure that it is cold out of the refrigerator. Then either on a counter or on the edge of your dish, you want to, and then you just brace the shell, then you just want to release the egg white and hang on to the egg yolk. It's always handy to have an extra dish in case you have an error. So now we have our 4 egg whites that we're going to use in our next recipe and our 4 egg yolks that we're going to use right now. So do we want to set this on the counter for our other recipe? Thank you. All right, now first we're going to put the butter in the mixer.
Have it already prepared, measured out.
So we'll use, in this case, for stability and shelf life, we're using 1/2 cup of butter and 1/2 cup of butter flavored margarine. Crisco usually.
Perfect.
To the butter, we're going to add 1 3/4 cup sugar,
Perfect.
4 egg yolks,
You can do that one.
and 1 teaspoon of pure vanilla extract. I use Nielsen Massey.
No, that's a fancy one.
Only the best on the market. Okay, so give that a spin.
Oh, no. That's not
Yeah, push it up.
fancy stuff. Perfect. We're going to come get a close-up.
So we're going to let that mix until it's thoroughly combined.
Pick up a little.
There you go. Next, what we want to do is mix the dry ingredients together. So to our 5 cups of King Arthur all-purpose flour,
The best.
we're going to use 1 teaspoon of baking powder, 1 teaspoon of salt, and 1/2 teaspoon of nutmeg.
Yum.
Okay, then let's stir those together, whisk them together to aerate the flour and also incorporate all the ingredients evenly.
This is really a nice whisk. It really is.
It's very old.
Oh, I'm making it nice.
It's back from when I used to teach cooking a long time ago.
Is that good, or
That's
you want to
great.
give it a little?
No, that's great. Okay. Now, next mixing is, we have 1 cup of sour cream. This is full fat sour cream, no low fat sour cream. If you do not have sour cream, you can also use yogurt, just regular full fat yogurt.
Not flavored.
Not
Just
flavored,
Greek,
just plain Greek yogurt. To that, we're going to add this teaspoon of baking soda. Every time you use a recipe that calls for buttermilk or sour cream, you must use baking soda as one of the leavenings in order to achieve rise in your baked goods.
Yes.
And you'll notice as this sits here for a second while we're putting the first batch of flour in, that it'll start to rise itself in the dish. So you can almost watch it go.
That's awesome. Well, chemical reaction for
No
you.
chemical
YouTube.
Baking is all a chemical reaction.
True. I was never good at science, but I can
love
bake.
baking.
Yep.
Okay, so now we're going to add approximately 1/3 of the flour mixture into the bowl.
I was never good at math.
1/3 is about 3 of those big spoons or so.
Good?
Yeah, that's great.
Put on a little stir. We don't want
Yeah.
the flour to go everywhere.
Stir it on low, yes.
And then also 1/3 the sour cream too when this is done.
Scrape well. It's a little easier in a smaller mixer. This is a big mixer for this recipe, but it still works.
And it's red for the Christmas, so we had to
Yeah.
use this one.
Okay, then, now see what happened to your sour cream? It almost came up to the top of the bowl.
That's actually crazy. Wow.
So now we're going to want to add about half of that.
Oh, I didn't put it up, sorry.
Yeah, your mixer at home probably does.
I don't have to do it, yeah,
don't have
it's
to
already
whip.
level with it.
Scrape. And we're actually going to do this a 3rd time as well.
Mixing. Satisfying. I love watching it mix.
Yeah. Turn it over up one. Okay, good. See now it's
A lot better.
a little fast.
Yep. Is that good?
Yep.
One more
That's
scrape.
great. One more scrape.
Oh, did that white thing come with your mixer?
Hmm?
Did that come when you bought this?
No.
Oh. I feel like my
It's one of my-
KitchenAid might have came with one.
It's one of my few plastic tools left.
Wow.
Because
We'll let it
really
slide.
Works,
Just that one.
it works really well.
And then as you do this, when he puts like music over it, he puts it in fast speed.
Mm-hmm.
He can put a note on the screen of just like add the remainder of your flour, remainder of your sour cream in 3rd increments
Yeah.
until it's.
I think I have that film though.
Okay.
For doing that.
So you want to just like. Look at those muscles. And the consistency should be like a pretty thick, sticky.
It's very thick and sticky.
Yes.
Um,
If it's runny, you did something wrong.
in order for it to roll out properly, that's why you chill it. because otherwise the dough would be too warm and you'd be adding too much flour to the dough. So the reason we chill it is so that we don't make the dough absorb too much flour.
Yes.
Probably the nicest part about this cookie, and I've been making it since I was with my mom since I was about 5.
That's so sweet.
Is there's really not that much sugar. You got 5 cups of flour and only 1 3/4 cups of sugar in here.
With all the holiday
And
treats
then-
we eat this time of year, that's a good thing.
It is.
Yeah.
It's much better for you than all those cookies, with those pretty cookies with the lovely frosting that's just like way too much sugar.
It's cancer in a cookie, friends.
Yes.
This is the good stuff.
All right, so now we'll cover this. I better get some. That's why this was sitting out.
That's all right. You can always cut you walking from back and forth.
So we'll cover the dough. And you mentally note it's 11:30, so we need about 3 hours here. So we're going to put it in the refrigerator.
Yep.
For 3 hours. Meanwhile, if you've made this and put it away, now you can proceed on with your coconut macaroons.
While those chill.
While that dough chills. Yes.
2 for 1 special, right, Jen?
Yes, absolutely. Okay, so in order to do this, first we're going to put now, I will tell you, the recipe is actually on the back of the baker's coconut package. So it's very simple, straightforward, and delicious.
Yes.
All right, so first we'll put the whole bag of coconut in there. Yeah. And this is why you have clean hands all the time. You just want to loosen it up a little with your fingers. Okay.
Get the close up.
Yeah. Then to that, we're going to add 2/3 of a cup of sugar and a teaspoon of salt and stir it up a little.
This?
Yep, like that.
It looks like rice a little.
So the other nice part about this is it's a 1 bowl recipe.
My favorite.
1 bowl, 1 spoon. There we go.
Less dishes to wash.
That's right. So then what we want to do is add 6 tablespoons of flour. Yeah, give that another little stir.
It smells so good. Good?
Yeah, that's perfect. Now we'll take the almond extract.
You can do this one.
And we'll use a teaspoon of almond extract. The almond gives it a nice flavor, and actually then it doesn't become so coconut forward, if you will.
Yes.
It kind of balances the...
And we're adding that to the egg whites, not the
We're adding the...
coconut mixture.
Correct. And that's so that it doesn't end up all in one little part of the coconut.
Yes.
It's easier to do. Now we're going to mix our egg whites in with the coconut.
Yes.
And that's basically all there is to it. You just want to make sure this coconut gets all nice and wet. Nice and wet and sticky.
Yeah, it smells so good.
Doesn't it?
It does.
Yeah.
Mmm.
Even if you're not a big coconut fan, it reminds you of the beach.
I know this is bad for me. I might need to take a trip to Florida. Or Hawaii. You never know.
And that's right. Or California, I suppose.
Yeah.
At least San Diego. That's warmer.
Yeah. Oh, you smell that?
So it just takes a couple of minutes to get the. It's good for your arm. Good for your arm muscle workout here.
Yeah. You don't get those
Right.
biceps from nothing.
You mean other than my 3-pound weights?
Yeah, personal trainer.
Okay, so that's all there is to mixing it. This is like the easiest cookie
I
going.
know I'm adding this to my yearly bake.
So of course, we're always prepared. So we have ahead of time prepared trays, lined them with parchment paper, so as not to have to grease. Otherwise, you'd have to lightly grease
Yeah.
these.
If you don't have those, what would you grease it with? Butter
I would use a little
or
butter.
spray or something?
Or spray, yeah,
Yeah.
you could spray. And then you take a 1 teaspoon, small sized mini scoop,
Yep.
and we want to scoop these. Like so. You want to get them even, so try to have same size scoops. They don't have to be, it's kind of a rounded scoop.
Yeah.
I don't like my cookie to be too small.
No, it does. Then you wind up eating too many.
Right.
Wow, it's really an easy recipe. I didn't realize how easy it was.
It is. It's very simple. And I don't know who doesn't. Well, who doesn't love coconut other than my
It's a
husband?
good holiday.
It is, although my husband doesn't love coconut.
Or for us.
Yeah, you're right. More for us than your husband.
Mm-hmm.
He likes coconut.
Colby likes anything. Right, Colby?
Mm-hmm.
Our camera guy. The director of Baking with Anique.
Okay, so now, this is why clean hands are essential.
Yes.
Now what we want to do is make sure that they're more or less together, the little mounds. So like so. And this is not on the recipe, on the package, but this is the way I do it.
Yeah. Just to
Especially at
keep them
Christmas
together when
time.
they bake.
No, what we're gonna do next. Okay, so then I put a little indent with my finger in the middle, or your thumb, either one. You could use a spoon, but fingers were invented first, as Julia Child used to say.
Is that right?
Ina Garten too, they both used to do that on their
We'll take it.
shows. Okay, so yeah. Now, the package tells you, once you've baked these little mounds, that you could dip them in chocolate, and it tells you how to do that.
That could be good too.
That could be good too, but you know, there's so much chocolate around at Christmas, and there's people that can't eat chocolate.
True.
So I like to have a cookie that's why I like sugar cookies,
Yep.
or I like these, because there's no chocolate involved necessarily. So then, previously, of course, we have taken red candied cherries from the supermarket. You get them at Christmas time usually, is the only time they have them out, because people put these in fruitcake. And we put them in the center of each one.
And cut them
And
in
it
half.
makes it look really pretty. Yeah, you take and cut them in half. So
Perfect for Christmas time.
you don't need the whole cherry. It's not that big of a cookie. Because really, these cookies, I like to give them room to, but they don't really spread on the
Yes.
Okay,
Beautiful.
so now we're ready to put them in the oven.
And your oven should have been preheated too. That should be your first step. We forgot. Preheat your oven.
Yeah. The oven should be preheated to 325.
And those
Oh.
make for.
And these will bake for 20 minutes.
Yes.
So we'll get them in and then set our timer for 20. This was a St. Nicholas present, a fancy, can time 3 things at once.
Come on now. Perfect.
Okay. Fancy. All right, so now while those are baking, we can start on our sugar cookies. So we've rolled all the sugar cookie dough, I'll get it here, and chilled it for 3 hours.
Is that the children?
Yeah.
Are you sure that's the children one? Yeah. I thought you put it in a bigger bowl.
That's it.
I'm tripping for sure.
No, I put the one we just did, I put in the bigger bowl.
Really?
Yeah.
I'm not trying to confuse you. I trust you.
All right. So.
Cut that out. Okay.
So now, equipment lesson number 2. I happen to have a nice wooden countertop that we can roll pastry on. And my husband built it such that, because I'm very short, so I can go, so I'm not like this trying to roll pastry.
Don't settle, ladies. Get you a man that makes a counter created for you.
So what we have to do is decide on the rolling equipment. So there are 2 types of rolling pins. This is commonly called the French rolling pin. My husband made this one. And this is your traditional rolling pin like your grandma had, right?
Yeah.
So the difference is this entire surface is exactly flat,
Yes.
and this one actually curves a little.
Yep.
So for experienced bakers only is the French. Either that or you need to do a lot of practicing.
Yeah.
Using a French rolling pin. So we're not going to use that one. Also, if you don't have a wooden counter like this, you can just take a silicone mat like this one from King Arthur Flour, which I love. It's really good for pie dough, even if you're using this.
Yep.
Simply because for a pie crust, it has the circles, so it can tell you.
Yep. You can get it on Amazon.
Yeah. Or King Arthur Direct.
Yep. Probably Williamson or someplace like that.
So we've accumulated everything we need. We have the flour, rolling pin, cookie cutters, baking sheets lined with parchment, and we have enough of them made up so that we don't have to keep stocking.
Yep.
And last but not least, a dish of cornstarch, because when we're going to cut the cookies out, we dip the cookie cutters in cornstarch. It gives you a much cleaner edge than
Pro tip.
flour.
Yep.
Little pro tip. Okay, so we're ready to go, and this is going to be your job.
That means help.
So first, you want to make sure your rolling pin is floured. Then adequate flour on your cooking surface.
It's so satisfying.
Yeah, on your
You draw little
countertop.
designs too.
Yeah. Okay, then you want to take a big spoon of dough. Maybe another one. You don't want to roll it in great big increments, but you want to have enough so that you're going to not constantly be rolling. Right. So it's still a little bit, it's much firmer, see, but it's a little bit sticky, but not bad. So you sprinkle a little flour on top, either side. I always roll it around the edges too. I'll do the first one, the rest of them are yours.
No, I need a tutorial for sure.
We did this last year, remember?
That was a year ago.
Okay.
need a
So
refresh.
now, in order to, you always start from the middle and go out with your rolling pin. And you keep changing directions. Make sure you have enough flour. And this, you want to roll these cookies pretty thin. These are not like those cookies in the supermarket. So they're not thick cookies. They're nice and thin.
I think you should get Colby cutting some cookies out. Yep. You're gonna cut one.
When all is said and done with the rolling, you want it to be about no more than 1/4 of an inch thick, which is actually pretty thin.
Yeah.
And I think we're just about there right now. Okay, so now pick out your favorite cutter.
The bear for sure.
The bear for sure. Okay, so we're going to be dipping it in our, we'll trade, dipping it in our cornstarch. And then, now, there's no real trick to this other than you don't want to have to re-roll the dough too many times. So you try to figure out how to push the cookie. And this is a really fun thing to do with children. They love to be able to push the cookie cutters in.
Yes.
They're too
And this is a kid-friendly recipe. It's very easy. It's not
very
messy.
easy. No. And usually, Mom always started to say, she didn't let us cut at first. She used to
That's
just...
a privilege.
Yeah, that was, you had to be like 9 or 10 for that.
Yes.
But when you were as young as 6, she would let you put the sugar on
Oh boy.
top. Then of course,
That's where it gets dangerous if they put.
if she thought it was too much sugar, then she would take some off.
Yep. Give it a little shake off.
Yeah, she did. Okay. You gonna fit in here, Mr. Bear?
Re-cornstarch the cutter every press, just to ensure.
You can.
Every once or twice.
Once or twice. Yeah, I can do another one.
Little bears.
They're really cute.
I know. Yeah, one more too.
I think. Can I fit one more in here? Maybe. Nope. Come on. Nope. Not
It's
fitting.
all right if he misses a little bit of his foot.
No, it's not.
Do you want a different shape of this one?
Oh yeah, we could put another shape. There we go.
No, maybe.
Yeah, something that fits. Okay. There we go. All right, now we want to take our spatula over there, the longer one. Yeah. And you can partly pull it apart with your fingers, but it's usually easier to, and then it's not so much handling. You put your bears on the sheet.
Perfect. So satisfying when they're like perfectly.
And there again, you can put quite a few cookies on a sheet because they puff up a little, but they don't really, they don't spread like a
There's
drop
no
cookie.
ear.
Oh, fix his ear, fix his ear.
We'll still love him if he loses it.
We will. But it'll probably go stick back together.
Yeah.
And if you get a little too much cornstarch, just
It won't
brush
hurt.
it off. It won't hurt anything. In fact, you could probably get another bell out of this piece.
Yeah. And you could do this recipe for any holiday if you have
Oh.
heart-shaped or...
Right, you could do it for Valentine's
Yeah.
Day with pink and red sugar. And you can do it anytime, 4th of July.
little pumpkin cookie.
Yeah, you can
With
pumpkin
some-
shape. I actually made bats one time.
That could be cute with some like purple and black sugar.
Yeah.
That's cute. This is a 365 recipe.
All right.
Oh, you look so serious.
So now, what we want to do, we gather up the scrap. Best you can. Now, take another big spoon. Yeah, another one yet. One more. Okay.
Good.
Okay, good. And what you want to do is roll the fresh dough around
Oh, I
the
remember
dough
doing
that
that.
you already rolled before. Remember
Yeah,
that part?
I remember, yeah.
Okay.
It's coming back to me. That was a year ago, though.
Well, what I did was I used the blue and white sugar for the snowflakes.
Oh, pretty.
I used yellow for the stars. I used two-tone of green for the trees.
Mhm.
And then I used red or pink. I mixed the pinks
Yeah.
for but the bears. Actually, this is the best because the bears I used Demerara sugar, which is actually just turbinado or raw sugar.
Healthier.
And it's really healthier because there's no dye in it.
I know.
And when we were kids, Mom used to actually just take plain white sugar, and then she put a couple drops of food coloring in it, so
Hey.
there wasn't too much.
And you don't gotta buy them all separately sometimes that too. but-
Right, and then you don't have to buy all the separate colors. So, okay. Up,
Oh,
there goes our coconut macaroons. They must be done.
I can smell them.
Can you smell them?
Yep. Gotta get your oven mitt, wherever that may be.
Yes, oven mitt and
Cooling racks.
cooling racks. We'll set them over here. Oh, yeah. Okay.
They have to be Christmas themed
Of
oven
course,
mitts.
Christmassy oven mitts.
Go to Home Goods.
So we're going to take a peek here. Now, I actually like them a little bit more toasty.
Okay.
So this was 20 minutes. I think we'll leave them for maybe another 3 or 4 minutes, maybe 3 minutes.
It's to your liking too.
It is.
You know?
They're actually done.
Yeah.
I just like them to be a little more toasty.
Yeah. So instead of just golden brown on the outside, maybe you want the top a little more golden brown.
So we'll just put 3 minutes on our timer. There you go. Meanwhile, we can put sugar on our cookies.
Yep.
So now there's 2 methods. Some people prefer using a spoon, and
Might be a little crazy, make some pink bells.
now don't worry about if it comes off of the onto the parchment. It's not going to do anything. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So you can do it that way. I'm always a finger person. So
Janet's a light sugar kind of girl, so
I am. I'm a light
I
sugar.
might get a little crazy.
Yeah, I don't use as much sugar. I'm trying not to.
It's just fun to.
Come on, shoot. Just pull this over here so I'm not itching.
Kobe, you can come sugar some too. We'll trade the camera.
And I made bells red, but you can make a pink if you want.
Put a little yellow at the top, signify a little tree.
There you go. Oh, I have to do one tree so I can show you what I did to mine.
Did you mix this blue yourself, or did you buy it like that?
No, I bought it like that.
It's pretty.
So if
Looks
you
like
want
crystal.
a lot of the huge variety of, and I like to support local businesses, so a huge variety of these, in all these different colors. This is called sanding sugar, and I purchased it at a bakery supply house in Warren, actually, called the Baker's Nook.
Oh, I remember you mentioned them. Yeah.
Yeah.
We can put them in the description if you live in the area. Oh, look at the pink. I know it's not Christmas, guys, but I can just do whatever I want.
So here's my little tree. What I do with the tree. I take
I
some.
know the fingers might be more helpful.
I take and put the light green on the top. Like so. Then I take it and go on an angle.
Ooh, get some stripe action.
Mm-hmm. But you can't, it's hard to do this with a spoon. You have to do it with your fingers. Then I take the dark green and put it a little bit in between.
That's
and
pretty.
on the bottom. Isn't that pretty?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think so. Gives it a little different effect. Only so much of it's going to adhere anyway.
Yeah.
So
It'll just come off later.
it'll just come off onto the parchment paper, which is a nice thing about using parchment because
Kobe, you can come do one. You can do the snowflakes any color you want. And the cookies are done, so Janet will be taking those out of the oven as well.
yeah, we'll see how. Yes. Now, see, that's just a little bit better.
Yes.
Another 3 minutes gave it a really nice color.
Yep.
Turn our oven up to 400. Or if you have a convection oven, it would be 375. This is, I have it on regular bake, so put it to 400. And when it gets to 400, the oven will beep and we'll be ready to put the sugar cookies in. They only take 6 to 8 minutes per batch. Okay, now we're ready to put them in the oven. I usually start with the base time of 6 minutes. We can always turn the tray and leave it in a little longer.
Yep. Did that burn you?
No,
Okay.
I have asbestos fingers.
Okay. Build them calluses over time, boy.
Years of cooking.
Yeah.
Ready to take them out of the oven now. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
See the difference another minute makes?
Just a little golden edge.
Just a little more golden on the edge, which is what you want. So now that our cookies are out of the oven, we want to make sure that we get them off the cookie sheet right away so that they stay crisp. They will crisp up. Otherwise, they'll be pretty soft on the inside. And these are meant to be a crispy little cookie to enjoy with tea or coffee or milk.
And my husband will eat them all for breakfast tomorrow. Right, Colby? Oh, the stripes turned out nice.
So see, in just a short couple hour period of time, baking time, you can produce 2 different cookies and have some fun along the way.
Yes, exactly. Should we do a taste test? Are they cool enough to eat? What do you think?
Yeah, they're cool. Yeah, they're cool enough. They'll
Which
be nice
one's
and
your
warm. Do you like a warm cookie?
Yes.
There you go.
You gotta get one too. You can cheers it.
Okay.
Okay.
No, not with pink. I'll have a tree.
You don't like my pink ones?
No.
Just say it to my face.
I'll have a tree.
Cheers!
Cheers.
Mmm. They're good and warm.
Right out of the oven.
Mhm. That will be good with some milk or coffee. 10 out of 10 YouTube. Let us know if you make these yourself. Put it in the comments. We'll be posting the recipe so you can make them yourselves. Comment any questions that you have. Jada, anything you want to say?
Thank
the
you for
viewers?
watching. It was really fun today.
Yes, thanks for watching. Come back soon for another video. Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year.
Merry Christmas.
Christ is King.